Oh, hello, Capricorn. It's me, your old pal Walker, here for a mini. I swear this is gonna be quick. Or is it? I say this every time. Either you or someone you're dealing with is being very adverse to change. Someone's being more, I don't want to say indignant, but it's almost like someone that you're dealing with or someone that you love. If you're having a problem in your relationship, it's like someone is insisting on suffering for some reason. I hope it's not you, because Tasha Van Ree's Untamed Elemental, she states very clearly and to the point here that um, suffering is not the point of life. So, if you're suffering, something needs to change. So, is there someone in your life that's causing you suffering, and maybe you're being a little bit stubborn about moving on because you don't like change, because you like stability? You know, you are who you are for a good reason, but everything in this spread is warning you against keeping things the same. But even more than that, it's asking you not to make plans as if everything was the same or how you want it to be, or someone isn't being honest about wanting to build a future with you. It's like I Talk Deck wanted to come out here, which just is really interesting here because just to get this is what not to do. So this is the pile of what not to do, what not to focus on. Both have reversals in the book. So just clearly and to the point without getting into anybody's business. The Sun in reverse is warning you against self-sacrifice. You know, Sun being um, nourishing everything around you with your brightness, and which would be your gifts, your talents, your creativity, your energy. With the Moon and the Magician, so this would be in reversal, is talking about warning you against manifesting under an illusion. So not all the truth has seen the light of day yet. If that's not it, you have rose-colored glasses about someone in your life or some situation, family, community, sorority, fraternity, best friend, and it's blocking your growth. It's blocking you from coming into your own true power, or literally by not trusting your own intuition, your own creativity is being blocked. So if there was a case where, oh, this came up in another Capricorn reading, where you were being loyal to something that's not loyal to you, if this is not a relationship, that's a clue that this is the week that hearing this would be confirmation. You just have to peep game this week, that would be your homework assignment as a baby step to not have rose-colored glasses, to be more willing to move forward, even if it's scary, even if it causes change in your life. So just make a mental list, if anything, this week of the things, places, maybe even businesses that you frequent. Who are you loyal to that's not loyal to you? It's keeping you stuck and it's holding you back. A clue that I'm talking about somebody's relationship here is this, which flipped out in reverse. So I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're trusting someone, or you did trust someone that doesn't deserve to be trusted. Or it could be you that is afraid of leaving a relationship that hurt you because you don't know how you're going to support yourself or something, so you're sticking it out. And the baby step in that situation would just be to be honest with yourself about how you feel. Do you feel loved and supported? Are you the one that has to love and support and the other one gets to run off? Are you staying in a situation, a family, a home life, only for monetary gain, and it's taking a toll on your emotional, your mental, and your creative health? Okay, for some of you, there was a catastrophe, like a literal earthquake, tsunami, or a war zone, and everyone around you is suffering. Everyone around you is grieving. Maybe you're grieving. Maybe you're grieving too. And the advice in that case this week, it would be to rest. Not to be the martyr for everybody else. You're not carrying anyone on your back this week because there's something here that you are mourning too, and maybe you can't even talk about it. Maybe everyone around you is, upset and mourning about something. It could be a death in the family, an unexpected death maybe. And for some of you, you're having a hard time even mourning that because you're so heartbroken about this other thing that you can't even talk about for whatever reason that is. But you will rise from the ashes like the phoenix here. So there's something about your situation that's going to make you stronger. When you what? When you let go and let God. The waterfall is something that is inevitable. Once you go off the edge, and I think you really have, whatever this is, if this is a relationship or a project or a commitment, it's jumped the shark already. The best days are behind it, and it's just over the edge and down to the river. But it's like you made it off the waterfall. You made it over the edge and you're still breathing. So at this point, just allow yourself to forgive and let go. So if there's an old relationship that's living rent-free in your head, this is the week to figure out how you're going to forgive them so you can move on. It's for you, not for them, right? And letting go is for you and not for them. That doesn't mean you let them back in your life, but whatever this Two of Cups in reversed was, it's out of your hands. So hopefully you don't have rose-colored glasses about that situation, and hopefully you're not making plans with this person. This might be a very harsh truth for somebody, but you might have to reorient the way you're seeing the situation so that instead of manifesting for the two of you, maybe for the first time in a very long time, you are manifesting for yourself without any illusions, without any delusions. Because this is a beautiful time for you to tap into your clairvoyance, your connection with your higher power, whether you call that God or the universe or your higher self that's trying to bring your hopes and dreams into reality. This is a great week to do that. So, if there's any inclination to wallow in misery, even in the face of great destruction, it's telling you, please don't focus on that. Please don't focus on being a martyr for anyone else. Don't focus on being emotional support for anybody else, because there's devastation and despair that can't even be spoken of. It's so almost so deep and dark and raw. The only way that you will be able to process it is not from communication with the community. Maybe that's how they work it out, and you're their shoulder to cry on. But I don't think that you necessarily have the same wisdom to rely on like they do with you. So it's telling you to please reserve your energy for creativity at this time from the Thoth deck. This isn't something that can be spoken of or explained. You know, in music, George Clinton called this the funk. It's the moment between notes. There's something that lives there. The spirit moves through all things. You know, what is that? System of a Down song. What does he say? Science has failed Mother Earth, but spirit moves through all things. So there's no science or intellect here. This is all clairvoyance, fire, willpower, from a place of purity. The Tao that can be spoken of is not the Tao. So this is Taoist vibe for you to connect with your higher self, higher power this week, to be creative here in the Thoth deck. Very clearly and to the point, it's asking you to focus on your creativity this week, to reconnect with your higher spirit, if you call it God, if you call it, someone that's passed on the watches over you. Perfect week to do that. Maybe that's what you need to do in order to see something more clearly. If there is some rose-colored glasses here, it's time to take them off. And if someone that you're dealing with is the one with the rose-colored glasses about a community and they are being unwilling to change, unwilling to see something in a different way, or they are unwilling to forgive you, but they expect you to forgive them, that's a clue that it's jumped the shark. It's already gone. You're beating a dead horse and it's time to move on. This is interesting to me, you guys. Desired outcome is the tree of life in reverse. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, having to do it alone. This in reverse is having to do it alone. Your advice is you have to do this alone. This isn't something that anyone can do for you. This is something like for you, by you, and the greater universe wants to support you in being alone right now and doing this alone. So if this is moving on from a relationship, there will be support after you make that decision and decide to walk through that door. And if you're not there yet, it's okay. Divine timing is at play here, and guess what? You're in charge. Divine timing is not some omnipotent thing in the sky with a beard. This is you, your higher self, bringing what you've really always wanted and desired into reality. But if you are still hanging on to a relationship that isn't for your highest good and you want different things, you need to move away from that before even dreaming, before even wishing, before even hoping. Something needs to be cleared out. And you might have to go it alone, and you might have to start making wishes and plans and dreams without this other person in mind, and that might be very difficult for you. This isn't for everyone, but it could be that someone you love has passed on and now you are alone. My mom became a widow this year, which is why I moved in to help her with some things, and at first she didn't even know how to make decisions alone. Like, she would go to the store to buy a new decoration, and it was always, what would he like? And for the first, and before that, it was what, her ex liked. Before that, whatever. So for the first time in her life, she had to say, what do I like and what do I want? And there's something pure and free in that, but it might be scary at first. But you can do it. You can handle it. Okay? This is the first time this card has come up in a spread, so I'm super excited. And I'm kind of learning as I go. That's how I do it, so I had to look this one up in the book. And Moon as your advice for an adventure this week, which is super interesting that your advice for adventure was Moon and your advice for caution was Sun. Isn't that cool? Both in the upright. So, yeah, shift where you're placing your loyalty. As advice to do. So start doing that. Not just peep game, maybe. I spoke too soon. But start implementing those new changes and be okay with it, because once you do, you will fully be able to come out of your cocoon. Your true royalty, your true powerful, beautiful, authentic, unfettered you. But right now, there's a couple kinks that need to be worked out about. Where do you feel depleted? In which relationships or agreements do you feel depleted? That's a clue. So listen to your heart and your emotions. This isn't about lust or gravitational pull. Okay, so a warning this week, the Capricorn warning this week would be stay away from the temptation of lust. Maybe an ex coming back where you had a very fiery affair. The advice would be to take off the rose-colored glasses and realize that that's not who you are anymore. And that it wouldn't even feel the same. And then there would be the guilt and the shame and the fights and the everything. Okay, so that's not for everybody, but remember, you're being a little bit more selfish than you used to be this week. So even if they could really use you, you're nobody's martyr this week. No self-sacrifice here. It's like this other person has a lot of darkness in their life because they chose that path. And they want you as a son to devour that darkness for them. And that's not your job, your responsibility. And you would never be asked to do that by your higher power or your higher self. Okay, so reorient your gravitational pull. If you are feeling like it's just gravity, it's inevitable, it's not. You're in charge. You're in control. Stay in control. And that might mean forgiving someone. This came up as kind of a let go and let God, let the river run sort of advice card as a general advice this week for almost all the signs. So it's not just you, and it could be that someone's asking you to forgive them, but they might not ask. You might just have to. You don't want to stand around and wait for them to see how stupid they've been with how careless they treated you in your heart. That might never happen. You might just have to realize that you're over the edge. You let it go. You be at peace. You be alone if you have to. And you know that it's all for the best. You might have to do it alone, and that's really what you want. That's really what you want. Okay, so to reiterate real quick, where are you loyal to those that are not loyal to you? Figure that out. Peep game. If you need to be alone at first, the advice is to be alone. Even if those around you are going through great suffering or grieving right now, so are you. And you are not meant to suffer. Suffering is not the point of life, and if someone told you it was, they lied. You deserve happiness, joy, and abundance. The gold at the end of the rainbow comes when you walk away from all of these things. Or if you're dealing with the Capricorn and you're a cross watcher, or reverse the roles, this is what the person that you're dealing with is going through, and they don't know how to explain it in words. But they don't want you to put up with any abuse either. Okay, so bottom line here. Oh, that came out real quick. Wow, star in the reverse. Oh, wow. Moon, magician, two of cups, reverse. High priestess. Don't make any plans right now at all. Something might be coming to light, but your healing, your dreams and your wishes are even more grand and beautiful than you can even imagine right now. So this is not it. It gets better. It gets even better than everything you ever hoped for. So it's saying hold off on signing any contracts, hold off on making any decisions with your mate right now if you're feeling like they might not be loyal to you. If you already know, it's time to really reorient your gravitational pull even to what you thought you wanted, because now it's about you and you and you and you alone. Okay. Bottom line here, remove distractions. If you feel like you don't know where to start, just declutter your room. Do a little bit of cleaning. If that makes you feel more at peace, if that causes more emotional or mental turmoil, literally leave and go be out in nature. There's some healing that needs to be done, but it's literally impossible in this environment or around this person. Just to say it straight out and to the point, I know you guys can handle it. If anyone can, it's Capricorn. I admire you so much. Okay, I wish I could give you a hug. This is no small thing here, but forgiveness never is. And even if they don't have the brains to ask you for it, you are going to do it for you so they're not living rent-free in your head anymore. And you can start to dream new dreams, make new wishes, and bring to life more of a beautiful reality for yourself in a world where you're on top of everything. So your dreams have dreams, your wishes have wishes. And it's all coming true the second you walk through that door. Or if you're a cross watcher, this is what someone else you love is dealing with, and they're just not quite there yet, and you have to be patient and let them go, like a butterfly. You let it go. If it comes back to you, it was meant for you. If it doesn't, it never was. And nobody can take away something from you that is truly yours. So think of it that way if you have to. But you can do it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your strength, your power, and your ability to commit to yourself. Okay, so not much of a mini, but this I guess is a week ahead, a look ahead. I think this is a general for you guys. So Capricorn, thanks for being with me today. This is Walker, another one for Dance Walker Tarot here, and thanks for watching. Okay, so if any of you didn't see the other video and you're still with me, I'm doing a giveaway this week. Okay, so subscriber giveaway, I'm giving away a little gift package of some of the meditation tools that I use, healing bath salts. So it's a way to really just unwind, take a bath. I'll throw a candle in there, some little goat's milk soaps that I make, and it's just a little care package. From me to you, I talk about taking healing baths a lot. So I'm going to put, something out there for someone to win next Sunday. Okay? So if you want to enter the contest, be subscribed and tell me that you want to enter below. Okay, there's 3 different ones you can choose from, basically. Scented for the bath soaks, unscented if you're very allergic to scents, perfumes, and the third would be a COVID cold and flu care, which is menthol, eucalyptus, and stuff like that if you've been feeling really physically ill or you dealt with COVID. That's a good one. Or if you just really like rosemary, menthol, eucalyptus. But you don't have to choose right now. Whenever I draw the name, I'll get in touch with you and you can tell me which one you want. I'll make another video on Saturday and the poll will be Sunday. So you have to be okay with me sending you something in the mail, and this is US only. I'm so sorry. If you're super bummed out and that's super unfair to you, I will do a drawing for those outside of the US for a tarot video that I can do for you about a half an hour, okay? All right, I think that's about it. If you want to enter the contest, just let me know below in the comments and I'll put your name in the hat, okay? If you're someone that's been like a long time viewer and you really stuck it in there with me kind of being inconsistent with this, and you've commented below, I will remember you and you get 2 entries because I think that's fair. In case anyone wants to, God forbid, just subscribe to this and to try and win something, which, you know, I'm not for everybody. Talk about a lot of subjects here that might be scary to others. So I don't want to make a big announcement and get a bunch of followers or anything. I just want to send out a thank you, love you, hope you're doing okay to somebody. Okay, and the ones that aren't chosen I'll put on Etsy later, but that's not where I'm at. All right, but thank you so much. I'm going to leave it there. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot Capricorn. You got this. See you for the next one. Bye-bye.